Okay, so I haven't filmed much in a while. I think I've just been kind of getting excited. Really cool stuff has been happening. I've got finished parts now. I can start putting things together, which is like a milestone considering I started this project about 2 years ago. And what was I going to say? Yeah, I guess I've just been more interested in listening to music than talking to the camera. So anyhow, kind of give you like a quick over of what I got, where I'm at. I guess give me a quick over where I got, where I'm at. This is really kind of more like a video journal diary type thing. It'd be really cool to look back once I got this car finished and all this stuff. So let's take a little walk around. Okay, here we go. Yes, I got the frame cut. Has to do with the special hood. And right now, so I got these arms here, everything taken apart, bushings out, frozen bushings suck. It's nice having a press. There's the sway bar. So today I'm hoping to clean these pieces up, get them painted. I'm working on, I got most of the front suspension apart, cleaned and painted. So everything for the left side, everything for the right side. I got stuff, still hanging. You probably can't. Maybe you can see. Hanging, painting. I got other stuff. Ran out of paint last weekend for the front suspension, and then so I've got here's the front right side. I haven't taken 100% apart because I wanted just to leave that for reference. So now I can see how things go back together. Leave my bolts kind of like an exploded view in a safe place where nobody steps on them. That way it just makes it easier so I don't lose stuff. Dug these out, bolt shocks. So here's like the caps, so I got to clean these off, paint them. This one, it was nice to see this because I know a lot of cars don't always have these, but this goes on the driver's side because the driver, a lot of noise. Alright, so the driver, has weight to them, and so like it tends to sag a little bit more on the driver's side, so there's a little spacer for the shock so that it kind of supposed to compensate for that, so it drives a little better. So those pieces I got to clean up, paint, and then I can finish the shocks over there. Here we go in here, the axles I got to take out, so I don't have to worry about these. I got the Rotoflex, the donuts I'm sure are toast. But I've got CV axles to replace them, which is going to also help with the 1500 body. Over there, one of the things I've run across is a lot of people making the spit6s use the old round tail style bodies, but the Rotoflex suspension, this is the Rotoflex, gets in the way of the handbrake for the 1500. So the handbrake's different for that than it is for the GT6. You can see that tire's busted. It's leaning a little bit. Doesn't have a differential. I got a strap holding it together. So I got the hub puller. These things are notoriously hard to get off. All the research I've done, and the torque specs are crazy on the nut. But I had in ordering stuff like a year ago. So I got a hub puller tool. That's awesome. Here is, I got a socket for the hub, socket for the tool. So all that stuff should be fun. Let's see. Did I hit a... Okay, no, I didn't hit a button. I did hit a button, but it doesn't care since I'm recording. Okay, so that one's on there. Well, I'll point over here, this one. Okay, so here, lower wishbone suspension, got the nut off, which was great. It was coming along slow. This one moves better than the other one. So, but they're still pretty seized. All that stuff's no good. It's seized, I believe, in here because nothing is making that move. Got my impact wrench. I got the breaker bar. I tried everything and nothing. So, penetrating oil. I got a little torch I put on there. I don't have like a real acetylene torch, but there's a little propane torch heating it up, which burns some of the rubber from the what is these, water seals or whatnot. I got all the parts for this, so it's exciting, but just getting everything apart is part of the hard part. So, what it's coming down to with these is I picked up a reciprocating saw, also known as a sawzall. Got some blades, and what we're going to be doing is cutting across here and here to cut that bolt out. And with the press, I should be able to press it out of here and out of here, and I get that. And then after I take, because this, all of this, the you know, what was it, axle, whatnot, is just heavy and in the way. After I get all this stuff, the axle out, then I'll push this out, or the bolt in there from the press. And so my hope today is to be able to get these off and them wire wheeled, cleaned up, all the good stuff, so that I can mix them in with the paint stuff and then start painting some stuff. It's a little bit humid, kind of rainy out there. We needed rain, but that, you know, it's not the best for paint. So, all right, here we go. Alright, so that really wasn't working well. It's just eating up the blades. I tried 2 different blades, and I guess it's just not made for that. It's cutting a little bit into the bolt. Reason why I wasn't wanting to use a cut-off wheel at first was I didn't want to cut the sides here, although I might need to thin this a little bit to get the bushings to fit, because I've heard there's problems with the newer ones. We'll see. But it did kind of, you know, cut the seal a little bit so I can get in there. I got a little bit of space. And what I'm going to try, so it's not the same thing as the cutting disc. This is kind of like more like a saw blade. So we'll see how it does. I'm going to get it cut. And I think there's enough room I can get in there and do a fine job, and everything should work. So let's give that a chance. Alright, so, I guess I could take earplugs out. Don't have to be so loud. Trying to get this out. Impact wrench gun didn't work. So here I got my little bitty vise holding in there. Got this extension from here, and actually I did break it loose before I turned the camera on. So maybe I'll pretend. Oh, it's really hard, really hard, really hard. Oh, okay, now it's loose. Okay, so let me go ahead. This not all the way off, just enough to where it can crack free. Oh man, that's still tight. Because what I want to do is put the hub puller on there. It's going to pop off with a fury, or so I'm told. And I don't want things flying and exploding in my face and shooting all across the garage. So leave that like that. Come over here. Nuts. Install them onto our hub puller. Gosh, give me much thread to work with. Never used this before. I assume you leave the drum brake on, the drum on, because it only makes sense. Well, that works. Got my thumbs in there. 2, 3. That's the incorrect one. No way it cracked open. I would expect to hear a pop. With that other clip, the microphone wasn't on. So, here we go again. So, battery ran out just as I was about done with things because apparently stripped the threads out, and the hub puller sucks. I can see where they're kind of flattened out and they don't have the ridges they had before. This looks really rough as well too. So, I mean, I was thinking, okay, heavy metal, this thing's got to be awesome, but I don't know, whatever. I got homemade hub puller, I believe, that came with the Spitfire when I got it, and it's over in parts bin, so I'll dig that out later and come back to this at another time. So, yeah, what can you do? I did get this, these out, which is awesome. So, after the battery died, I took a hole punch and punch these out, no problems. I'm gonna go over to the press this out, maybe see if I can press the bolts out of the hub carrier. That's the one I'm worried about, but we'll see how it goes. What else? I don't know. I think that was all I said, but I'm repeating myself, so because the microphone wasn't on. All right, here we go. Yeah, that one was stuck pretty good. Alright, I'm going to be honest that this part kind of scares me a little bit. Especially with how long this punch is. I'm afraid I might have it at like the wrong angle. It'll go like flying out like a bullet and impale me to death. So I'm going to stand behind the camera. Let's do this slow. Shyster. That's a lot of pressure already. Looks like if it goes, it's going to go to the back. Who knows what it'll bounce off of. Damn, that's a lot of pressure. Alright, I'm going to reset it. To hear a crack, like not an explosive one, but like just rust breaking loose. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know. I'm just like scared of that. It's a lot of pressure. I'm going to hit that with some more penetrating lubricant and then go eat a snack. And we'll see what happens. If that makes it, I don't know, gets the tongue to penetrate. Alright, so yeah, it's one of those moments where I got frustrated and ended up walking away. Here it is a week later. So, show you what, well, I've got him pushed out. So, the press wasn't doing anything. Penetrating blaster wasn't doing anything. So took them to a machine shop. It took them a good while getting them out, drilling, pressing, all the stuff. So yeah, so I got this one, and I'm leaving this mostly together. One, I got to get another hub puller tool, which is a bummer. But two, it gives me reference to how everything goes back together, which looks really simple, but doesn't hurt. So here we got everything here, taken apart on the left side. Got all my brake bits in there. And so yeah, here's where I'm at. Got to do next weekend. I don't know. I think I'm going to be out of town next weekend. So whenever I get to it, going to clean these few parts up, paint them. Then I'm pretty much about ready to start putting stuff together. I'll show you real quick what all I got painted. Here's the sway bar here. All these nice silver bits. Added to the collection over here. Got all my new bolts and things I can't remember the names of right off the top of my head. Trunnions, everything's painted, all the good stuff. Then over here, I've started working some on the back. There's dashboard for the Spitfire, but I still got a leak at the windscreen I'm working on. I'm in no rush to get that done. So working on back suspension here, and got these arm pieces here drying, so making sure, I think they're pretty much exactly the same left and right, but I don't know about the adjustments. So I'm keeping everything left and right the best that I can, but yep, that's where we are. So I'm going to end this one here, and I got 2 of them now to edit and throw up on the interwebs and YouTube stuff, so fancy little paint booth. But, there we are. Alright, cool, later.